Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Fantasy Kingdom. Today, I'm here to announce a new series on this channel called What's Up Fantasy Kingdom. It's a series that I'm starting on this channel and my other channel, Nerdspace Games, in which I cover leaks, rumors, announcements, and more relating to our favorite video games. This channel's version of it will of course focus on role-playing games, as I give you guys all the sweet gossip sweeping the web about your favorite upcoming RPGs. First up, we have the upcoming action RPG game inspired by Final Fantasy 15, Lost Soul Aside. If you checked out my list for my favorite upcoming JRPGs of 2025, you'll know that Lost Soul Aside is easily one of my most anticipated games of 2025. While technically not being a JRPG, it's not hard to see the inspiration that this game takes from the JRPG genre. The combat looks extremely similar to that of Final Fantasy 15, which was one of my favorite features of the game. I can't wait for this game, and honestly, I'm kind of shocked that we are actually still getting it this year, considering how quiet this game was until we started to get updates on the game within the last few months. Anyway, the State of Play on Wednesday gave us a release date, and surprisingly, we're getting it as early as May 30th on PlayStation 5 and PC. Crazy, right? Speaking of action-adventure RPGs that seem to be inspired by games like Final Fantasy 15 and Devil May Cry 5, we got a brand new game announced at the State of Play on Wednesday, and man, this one completely stole the show for me. Tides of Annihilation looks absolutely beautiful, and a lot of people are already comparing this game to the masterpiece of 2024, Black Myth: Wukong. Seriously, this game looks phenomenal, and even though I've only seen a single trailer on it, it looks like it could be a frontrunner for Game of the Year whenever it does eventually release. Beautiful and vibrant world, powerful story, iconic combat and visuals, and extremely likable characters. I mean, this game looks to have it all, and I truly believe this game could be the dark horse of whenever it releases. Unfortunately, this is the first look that we have of the game, and with no release window, it could be a while before we eventually get this game. Still, I really believe that it'll be worth the wait when it eventually releases some point in the future. Another one of my most anticipated video games of 2025 is the 100-line Last Defense Academy. For those that don't know, this game is being developed by the creators of one of my favorite video game trilogies of all time, Danganronpa. If you're a fan of dark storytelling and you're a sucker for multiple big twists throughout the game, then this game needs to be on your radar. While it's not your traditional JRPG, it is being marketed as a strategy-based JRPG that looks to have the same storytelling and animation style as the Danganronpa series, and that, my friends, sounds like a match made in heaven. And if you're still hesitant about picking this game up when it releases on April 24th for the Nintendo Switch and PC, then I have great news for you guys. The 100-line Last Defense Academy prologue demo will be releasing sometime in the next week. So if you're currently on the fence about this game, then I highly recommend checking out the demo when it releases. And hey, if you love the demo, then guess what? The save data transfers over to the main game if you decide to pick that up when it releases in April. As a major fan of the Danganronpa series, I really have high hopes for this game, and if it could just capture the same vibes as the Danganronpa trilogy, then this game has a strong chance at being one of my favorite games of the year. I feel like Final Fantasy IX Remake has constantly been making its rounds with the rumor mill ever since the Nvidia leak back in 2021. Considering that most of those games on that list have since been confirmed and released, I feel like it's only a matter of time before Final Fantasy IX Remake finally sees the light of day. Apparently, I'm not the only one that believes that, because one of the more reliable leakers out there, Nate the Hate, claims that Final Fantasy IX Remake is still in development, and while he doesn't think it'll come this year, he does think there's a strong possibility it'll release sometime in 2026. Considering that Square Enix is hard at work on multiple AAA games such as Final Fantasy VII Part 3 and Kingdom Hearts 4, it wouldn't be surprising if this game is a smaller remake compared to Final Fantasy VII. In fact, other sources have come out and said as much, claiming that Final Fantasy IX Remake will not be as ambitious as Final Fantasy VII. Still, seeing an updated remake on one of the more heartfelt stories of the Final Fantasy franchise is something that I'm sure we're all in for, especially since Square has been killing it with the remakes lately. Still, I'm hoping that we get a look at this game in the next few months so that we can see how ambitious this remake will be. Kingdom Hearts fans like myself are no stranger to long waits in between mainline entries. I mean, just the wait between Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3 was over 13 years. So when Tetsuya Nomura told us that we would not be waiting nearly as long for Kingdom Hearts 4, a lot of us were extremely excited and believed that the next major Kingdom Hearts game was just around the corner. Unfortunately, things have been looking pretty grim as Kingdom Hearts 3 released 6 years ago, and since then we've only seen a single Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. In comparison, Kingdom Hearts 3 was first announced in 2013, which ultimately didn't receive a second trailer until 2 years after its announcement. So if we take a look at when we saw the first and only trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4, which was back in April 2022, then right now we're looking at about 3 years since the game was announced with no updates. And I mean 0 updates. Even the voice actor for Goofy in the game totally forgot that this game was even announced, which doesn't bode well for us Kingdom Hearts fans. I'm sure it also doesn't help that Nomura is in charge of Final Fantasy VII Part 3, and sources are currently saying that Square Enix are fast tracking that game, which definitely doesn't look good for Kingdom Hearts 4 anytime soon. Despite that, other sources are claiming that the game is rumored to release sometime in 2026, but with how much focus Square Enix has been putting on the Final Fantasy franchise, and with how vital Nomura is to both franchises, yeah, there is a high probability that Kingdom Hearts 4 might not come until 2027 or even 2028, especially if it follows in the footsteps of its predecessor, Kingdom Hearts 3. That being said, D23 is this year, which is Disney's biggest event that only appears once every other year. This event usually showcases anything and everything relating to Disney, including video games. Actually, the Toy Story trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3 was first shown off at D23 of 2017. So if we are getting a Kingdom Hearts in 2026, and that's a big if, then I feel like we need to see something or get some sort of update at D23 or Summer Game Fest this year. Otherwise, my money is on it being delayed so that Nomura could focus on the next Final Fantasy VII game. Moment of truth, Kingdom Hearts 4. Fans, start the copium. We're going to need it. Anyway, as always, we're going to end today's episode with a recap of role-playing games releasing in the next week. First up, we have Avowed, which releases tomorrow, February 18th on PC and Xbox. And it'll be available on Game Pass Day 1, which is exactly how your boy will be checking it out. To be honest, I'm nervous about this game, but I'm going to give Obsidian the benefit of the doubt, and hopefully they prove me wrong. And the other major release of the week is Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza, and Hawaii, which releases on February 21st on all modern consoles except for Switch. I'm surprisingly excited about this game, and I can't wait to see if Sega does a better version of Assassin's Creed Black Flag than Ubisoft. Yeah, fuck Skull and Bones. Anyway, definitely picking this game up day one, as I'm a big fan of pirates and the Like a Dragon franchise. So that does it for this episode of What's Up Fantasy Kingdom. Hit up the comments and let me know what you guys think about Kingdom Hearts 4. Will we see it this year? Will it release next year? Let me know down below. Anyway, if you haven't already, subscribe for more JRPG and RPG updates. Also hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of Fantasy Kingdom. Take care.